Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hey, thank y'all so much for being here. I hope your summer's going well. Good. We have some FaceTimers. Hello on FaceTime. We're also, this will be on Facebook real soon as well. Wanted to start, Jenny and I wanted to start by first thanking you. I feel like we were just here having a conversation about Eiland and Eiland's needs, and that the conversation that you shared and the transparency and honesty that you brought forward was so helpful. So thank you for that. It made it very clear the kind of not just leadership, but what your hopes and dreams for Eiland are, and how we totally agree, and how much we appreciate the work you do every day, and the thoughts and where you're heading. And so thank you for that. I also want to take a minute and thank you for your feedback on the survey. Very clear conversation and what you're looking for in the next leader, so thank you for that. Big shout out to Cindy and Jessica who participated in the interview committee. That was incredibly helpful as well, so thank you for that. One of the things you said is you wanted somebody who had multiple years in the classroom, who would be able to talk classroom talk for sure. Somebody who had been in campuses that had some high needs of students. And so we went and we looked and we worked, and the committee worked hard. And y'all, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the next principal here at Eiland Elementary, David Menendez. David?
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Well, I'm so very excited, and I'm so very appreciative of everyone being here. Thank you, first of all, for being here this morning. I know you guys have family, you guys have trainings, you guys all have all kinds of activities that you guys are involved in, and I really appreciate the time that you have taken to be here. I know time is very precious, and I really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Just a little bit about myself. I have been in Klein for all of my teaching years. I was at Eiland for 10 years as a teacher, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, and 5th grade. I taught monolingual, I taught bilingual, and I served also as an assistant principal at McDougal Elementary. So I know our kids, I know our families, I love our kids, I love our families, and I love our teachers. So I really look forward to doing the work alongside each and every one of you, rolling up our sleeves. I know my sleeves are rolled up right now, but literally and figuratively, and I look forward to all the exciting work that we're going to be doing here at Eiland this upcoming year. I would also like to briefly share with you just something that's been on my mind and in my heart the last few days, the last few weeks, the last few months. And with that, to do that, I want to take you back. If you would go with me back to the year 2013. It's February 2013. I'm in the classroom. I'm a 5th grade teacher. And we're in the middle, it's February, so right, it's 5th grade. We're in the middle of STAR prep. We have all the pacing calendars. We have the countdown to STAR. We have the TEKs, you know, that we for sure need to hit on again because the kids scored low, and we're very strategic with that. And right in the middle of that, we're in the middle of all the daily grind of, you all know what that's like. So after one of those days after school, I meet up with my mom, and I notice something's not quite right. And she says, "David, mijo, I need to tell you something." And I said, "Whoa, you know, something pretty major or something serious or sad is coming in." Sure enough, she says, "David, I just came back from the doctor, and they told me I have stage 2 cervical cancer." And of course, immediately my heart drops. You know, that's not easy news to hear. That is not very pleasant news. And inside, I'm distraught. Inside, I'm like, oh my goodness, God, please help us. And then, but on the outside, I told my mom, I said, "Mom, you know what? Everything is going to be okay. I'm going to be with you. God is going to be with us, and we're going to get through this together." So the next day, I'm in the middle of PLC, and you know, of course, that's on my mind. And I know my mom has an appointment the next day. It's a pre-op appointment because they needed to operate pretty soon. And in the middle of the meeting, we're talking about our groups. We're talking about all that. And I tell my switch partner, his name is Rolando Chavez. I say, "Hey, Chavez," I say, "Man, my mom has an appointment tomorrow, and I really feel like I need to be there for her. I don't have siblings, so you know, it's just me." And he says, "David," and I'll never forget this, he says, "David, you go, you take care of your mom." And I said, but my kids, you know, but my groups, you know, we were very strategic. We're forming the groups, so, you know, what's going to happen with them? What about the the things that we need to cover. He said, David, don't worry about any of that. He says, we'll take care of that. You go take care of your mom. He says, because remember, and I'll never forget, he says, remember, these are not just your kids, these are our kids. And we're in this together. And that idea of togetherness is something that's what I've been thinking about lately, the idea of togetherness. I love the idea that we can all together do the work alongside, rolling up our sleeves, being there in the trenches, planning the work, doing the work, serving kids, doing what's best for kids together. It's not just me, it's not just you, it's us. And I love the idea of being able to do the work. I love the idea of, I know I can do my work better because I have you, and I hope that you feel and believe that you can do your work better because you have me. So with that idea of togetherness, I wanted to really make sure that I communicated that to you. That's been really weighing on my heart, and I'm a big proponent of team player, of togetherness, and with that, I want to also let y'all know that I'm going to be sending out a survey. It's a get to know you survey. I really want to know you. We can't work together, and we can't practice togetherness if we don't know each other. And one of the things I'm very much looking forward to in the next few weeks is getting to know each and every one of you. I want to know your families. I want to know your story. I want to know your journey, because we're all here today, and we've all arrived here through different paths. So I really am interested in knowing you so that we can do our job better together. I'm going to be sending out the survey to get to know you. Next week, I'm going to be here for a few days. I'm also going to be sending out a Google Sheet for you to sign up. Different half-hour slots. If you're available, I would love to sit down and talk to you. Some of the information from the survey, that the Get to Know You survey, we'll be using to talk and just to get to know one another. And also, I know that there's a few positions available in our school. And if it's appropriate, I'm going to be asking some of you to perhaps sit in a committee so that we can together look at finding the best, highest quality people that can serve our kids. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And I'm so very excited to be a part of Eiland Elementary School.